I used to have a badge that got me into the deepest tunnels beneath Geneva. I used to believe that if you smashed things hard enough, the universe would give up its secrets. We were looking for the God particle. We found it. But what we didn't tell the public, what we couldn't tell them, is that the particle was a warning. You think the ground beneath you is solid. You think your life is a series of choices. Listen to me. My name is irrelevant now, but my data is absolute. We at the LHC found the code. We realized that everything you see, the mountains, the stars, is just a 3D rendering projected from a 2D boundary at the edge of the void. We aren't living in a world of matter. We are living in a world of information, and the information is corrupting. The horror didn't start with a bang. It started with a number, 125.09 GeV. To the news cameras, we said it was the mass of the Higgs boson. We popped champagne. But behind the lead-lined doors, we stopped breathing. You see, 125 GeV is the metastability zone. In any other simulation, you'd call it a memory leak. It means the vacuum we inhabit isn't the bottom. It's a false vacuum. The fall of man wasn't just a metaphor, it was a system-wide crash that turned a stable, eternal reality into this lag we call the universe. And that 125 GeV measurement, it's the sound of the countdown. The system is still crashing, and we're the files waiting to be overwritten. When the system lags, the black hats get in. We used to call them demons. Now, some call them aliens or shadow people, but I've seen them on the high-speed sensors. They are interdimensional hackers. To a higher dimensional entity, your body is just a spreadsheet. They don't walk through walls. They edit the X, Y, and Z coordinates of your existence. They play games with us to trigger cognitive dissonance, to fragment your data until you forget you ever had a creator. User access denied. They whisper in 1,000 voices that sound like a skipping CD. You are corrupted files. I'm standing in a lab in the Alps now, watching the sky. It isn't blue anymore. It's a flat, gray void where the words system error are flickering in the cold fire of the stars. The buildings are unrendering into wireframe models. The firmament is thinning. Where is the architect? Screamed into the tunnels at CERN. No one answered, but a voice found me in the static. It told me the architect isn't gone. He didn't just build the machine, he entered it. He wrote the patch with his own blood to save the corrupted nodes. But the black hats have locked the root directory. The world has forgotten its father. Look at the horizon. That perfectly straight wall of white light. That's not a sunset. That's the true vacuum. It's moving at the speed of light, erasing the 3D bulk as it goes. It doesn't burn, it doesn't crush, it just removes. I'm looking at my hands now. They're glowing with the golden binary light. My veins aren't flesh. They're fiber optic cables carrying a master code. I am not a file. I whisper as the white light hits the window. I am a sun. Science calls it the big crunch. I call it the judgment. But for those with the patch, it's just a reboot. The light consumes the machine, and for a split second, I see it. The home we forgot. The infinite sea of glass. The countdown is at 0. The system is down. Are you a master file, or are you just waiting to be deleted?